Congratulations. How do you feel about your performance?
Man, I feel good. Energy was good. The guy had a chin on him. I'll tell you, that's maybe the best back fist I've ever landed, and it didn't even phase him. But coach was telling me in the middle of the first that dude had a good chin on him, and I agree. I knew the volume was going to work. I was patient at time, and I feel like I used my jab very well, which I'm proud of. And yeah, I can't complain considering this was a 2-week notice fight. I mean, yeah, I'm happy to get the win.
Was there anything about him that surprised you besides what you just said?
No, not really. I didn't know if he was going to wrestle and grapple or strike more. So I planned on just kind of like, trying to hit him a move and really assess. And I feel like I did really good with takedown defense and grappling. I don't have a lot of grappling time in the octagon. I felt really comfortable there. Man, that Aspinall's got good boxing. But yeah, felt good with that performance.
When do you want to get back in there? I'm assuming you want to keep on this streak.
Yeah, that's a great question. I wouldn't mind a full fight camp. I also don't mind taking these short notice fights. I've had 14 fights in the UFC now, and I think 6 or 7 of them have been short notice. I even took some fights that actually didn't come to fruition. One time there was a visa issue. One time the guy just said no, but I've taken a lot of short notice fights, and I wouldn't mind a full fight camp. I mean, just give me 4 weeks. But Matt Brown's coming off a really impressive knockout against a guy I was originally matched up with. And I think it would be an exceptional challenge and an honor to share the octagon with him. So, I mean, this is going to be a super respectful call-outs. But if Matt Brown's about it, I'd like a December or January fight with him.
Thank you.
And that would clearly be a fight where lots of hands are being thrown, huh?
Yes, I would hope so.
What I thought was great out there was one, and even the commentary talked about it too. They comment on how you like to throw hands. The guy was coming forward, but you don't stop. You don't go on the back foot. You take the time to actually throw and make contact on a lot of those ones where a lot of other people might run back. They might try to run away. When that opponent is coming straight towards you and he's barreling through, what goes through your mind at that moment?
I saw every punch, even though I got cracked maybe 2 or 3 times, but I saw him coming. And again, so long as I can like get my head out of the trajectory of the damaging punch, I feel really good kind of countering. I do need to clean that up. That's something I've been practicing on day in and day out. Thankfully, Coach Safe is there to help me clean that stuff up. But man, I live for the battle. Right before every fight, I go in the mirror and I look at myself and I say, like, this is your last moment on earth. I mean, this is a fight to the death, theoretically. I know no one dies. But how are you going to go out? Are you going to, like, defend your people and survive the war or not? And I like that pressure, and I really like what's at stake. And, the fact that, with a win, with a loss, you're coming out of it okay. It's like a taste of immortality. I go in there knowing if I make a mistake and get cracked, I'm dead. And then sure enough, you always come back too, and it's just it's a fun exercise, very stimulating for the mind, and I couldn't imagine living without it.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I think you're the type, you like watching tape of your opponent.
Oh, a tremendous amount, yeah. I give my guys a speech at the gym all the time. I'm like, if you can change your preparation, your lifestyle, and give yourself a 1% chance better of winning, why wouldn't you do it? And then if you do 10 or 20 things like that, you're increasing your chance dramatically, and that's something I do. I have Coach Safe to bounce all my ideas off of. He's always given me the best insight ever. We watch a tremendous amount of tape. I mean, every bit of battle strategy that I can get my hands on, I'll certainly partake in.
How close did how he performed play out to what you sort of researched and saw in the past?
Almost perfectly. I thought he'd grapple a bit more. He didn't lead with his right hand as much. I say that now. I actually don't remember a lot of the exchanges. One thing I think would benefit him moving forward is to use his jab a bit more. I know he didn't use that much. And I know I checked his first low kick, and he really didn't throw many more after that, and I was happy for that. But no, that was as expected. And man, I'm hitting these guys, and I've dropped guys and knocked guys out, but I'm hitting them, and man, he had a good, strong, durable chin on him that I can feel it in my shoulders and my hands. But it would have been cool to get a finish. But I mean, I'm just looking to do damage, and I definitely did some damage. Come third round, he was bleeding up something fierce.
And when you take a fight that's short notice, do you have time to really sort of game plan for him, or is it more about being reactionary out there?
It's about implementing my own strengths, and I knew I was quicker than him, and I knew I could cut sharp angles against him. And again, the jab was a primary focus. I mean, if you're not fighting with a jab, you're fighting at a disadvantage. It's not like a secret that I have. I mean, every good champion fighter ever uses a good jab, but I feel like using speed was a good strat in this fight, and it worked out.
And lastly, for me, a little birdie told me that your coach's birthday last year was ruined by a loss. Did you want to make sure that you went out there and got a win for his birthday?
More than anything, yeah. So, Coach, happy birthday. I do everything in my power to make you proud and bring a win back to Texas for the team. And I was very happy to get that done unanimously tonight.